as we speak now, we are just starting to hear about Shane Bieber needing Tommy John surgery.
Yeah.
That's a devastating one for the Guardians.
This is crushing. I mean, this is probably the worst possible. I mean, I guess maybe Jose, but to me, this is the worst possible thing that could happen to the Guardians. It's so frustrating because they get off to a great start. And we talked this week on our show about the fact that, you know, the diehard Guardians fans, they're in, right? But the casual baseball fans in Cleveland, there are a lot of casual baseball fans that are in and out. There was no reason to get excited about this team in the offseason. They spent zero money. Their biggest outlay of money was $4 million for Austin Hedges. So there was nothing to get excited about. And we talked about how 10-game road trip to start the year. You have a chance to build momentum. Monday's going to be an exciting day in Cleveland with everything going on. And maybe you can create some buzz for the team. And they did it. They went 6-2. You still got these 2 games. Hopefully they can at least split them with Minnesota. But you were supposed to have Bieber pitch opening day in Chicago. And now it's going to be, who knows? I don't know what they're going to do. Maybe with the off day, they'll use Logan Allen. With the off day on Friday, they could probably pitch him. I don't know what the plan's going to be. But, yeah, I mean, you said it. It's devastating. The Guardians projected out as around the 500 team or a little better. I thought they had a chance to win the division. It's hard to see them winning a division without Shane Bieber. I guess the lone bright side, and I don't even know if you can call it a bright side, because I don't even know for sure it's going to happen, is that maybe now they sign him to a 2 or 3 year contract, because he's not going to be able to pitch until probably the middle point of next year. We saw this with Brandon Woodruff, another small market team in Milwaukee. He was going to make a ton of money, got hurt, Tommy John. He re-signed with Milwaukee this offseason. Maybe it keeps him here, but I'd certainly trade him walking and having a great year for that. So it stinks.
So you look at the starting rotation. You got Allen, you got Williams coming back.
Yeah, they need him back big time.
You have Bibee, who's looked good. Those are 3 guys that are in their second year.
Yeah.
You can't count on all 3 of them to take a huge step in the second year. You would think one of them is going to take a really good step, one of them is going to do about what they did last year, and one of them probably regresses a little.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair to say. I mean, they're all very talented. I think Williams and Bibee in particular can be number 1, number 2 starters, no doubt. But yeah, I mean, with a young pitcher, there's always going to be some inconsistency. They haven't thrown a ton of innings, so how many innings can you have them throw this year? And right now, you're counting, especially on Bibee and Allen, who are healthy, on a lot of innings. So it puts them in a tricky spot, not to mention, as you and I were talking about off the air, I'm worried about Tristan McKenzie. I mean, he didn't have Tommy John last year when they thought he needed it. He rehabbed and had like a minor procedure instead. His first start, it's not that he pitched poorly, because that's going to happen. It's that his velocity was down significantly. Now, you hope it's just early season, but I don't feel great about him making it through the season, and he's been an injury-prone guy to begin with, even beyond this. So it's tough, and they don't. Unlike last year where you had Allen and Williams and Bibee in the minors, they don't really have any good prospects. They have a kid, Joey Cantillo, who I just found out today. He's hurt. I didn't even realize.
He's out 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, I just saw, somehow I missed that. Their other starting pitchers, you know, in terms of depth at AAA are kind of journeyman guys. They've had a prospect, Daniel Espino, who's been hurt for years. He at one point was their best pitching prospect. He's out for the whole year, so it feels kind of dire. But the good thing is it's baseball, and you never know.